guys, this is Pete aka onaretrotip. Welcome to my video game collection tour. We're going to start off downstairs with the boring stuff like in the lounge, then first floor, and then end up here on the second floor in the game room. I'll try and be as quick as possible. There's a lot to get through. Everything's not really set up how ideally at the moment, but we're making the best of the space. I've got a ton of pickups here because I actually recorded the video tour ages ago, so we've got loads and loads of pickups to go through, so I'll do another video on those, so enjoy. Okay, so in the lounge we've got LCD with PS3 and the Ouya, and obviously all rigged through the Sony amp there. Over here we've got just a load of PS3 games. I won't bore you with the details. There's about 180 PS3 that we've got at the moment. There's a few special editions and like box sets and stuff here. Sorry for the poor light. Down there we've got a load of Retro Gamer and Games Magazine and what have you. There's loads more up in storage, and we've got the Hyrule Historia Zelda there. Okay, that's it for the lounge. Quickly, we're going to go upstairs. Okay, so now we're up on the first floor and we're going to look firstly at PS3 special editions in this cabinet. So we've got the Max Payne back there, Saints Row 4, that's the Super Dangerous Rob Rob edition with the dubstep gun. Fallout New Vegas, that is, I don't know if you can see that, it's actually number 1 of 6,650, pretty cool. Here we've got the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood Codex edition in the back. We've got Far Cry 2 back there, Far Cry 3, Driver, Parallel Lines with the car, that's pretty cool. Back there we've got the Bioshock 2 with the vinyl, etc. Risen 2, Dishonored Special Edition, that's a Modern Warfare 3 Hardened Edition without the sleeve. Tom Clancy Splinter Cell Blacklist, that's the Ultimatum Edition with the watch in there, that's sealed, I haven't played that yet. One of my favourite games and also favourite editions is the Fallout 3 Collector's Edition, which comes in the Vault-Tec lunchbox and it's got the bobblehead inside. Here we've got Two Worlds 2, Street Fighter Cross Tekken Special Edition. We've got a Gran Turismo 5 Prologue press kit. We've got Saints Row 3rd Platinum Pack, which has the headphones. We've got a Gran Turismo 4 press kit. Mass Effect 3, brilliant edition here, the Sonic Generations. Then we've got, let me just move a bit, we've got the Hitman Deluxe Professional Edition. We've got God of War Ascension back there, sorry about the light. We've got Assassin's Creed Revelations Collector's Edition. We've got Duke Nukem Forever down there, this is a terrible light, you probably can't even see that, but it's sealed because I've got no desire to play it. And we've got Lord of the Rings War in the North there with the figure, and that's sealed as well. Okay, now we're going to move over to the cupboard, which has a ton of stuff in here. Let's just turn the light on. Okay. I don't know where to start really. We'll start on the left. So we have about 360 PS2 games here, which I probably won't bore you with the details. Some of my favourite games here I put at the front. So we've got a few special editions and just games that I love. God of War. We've got Shadow of the Colossus there, brilliant game. Just sort of my favourite games, so they're easier to get to. We've got a few special edition bits and bobs, and we've got Godfather there, a few bits and bobs with the iToys and the Buzz controllers and all that jazz. Nothing too exciting. Next level down we have PS1. I think we're coming up on about 300 PS1s, so we've got just everything stacked up in alphabetical order back there. Same again, favourite games at the front, then we've got dual case games in this pile, and we've got sealed games in this pile. Some really great games here. Actually, one of them is on loan, so it's not here, which is Parappa the Rapper, which is one of the best PS1 games of all time. Absolutely. Hogs of War, another great game there, multiplayer. Street Fighter EX plus Alpha, which I spent hours playing with my mates until our thumbs were like red raw from blisters. Tenchu, fantastic game there. Rival Schools. Yeah, I'll do other videos, you know, going through these in more detail at some point. Down here we've got a bunch of shoes, and then we've got PSP games and UMDs here, nothing particularly exciting. Okay, over on the left we have, this is just sort of incoming new pickups, PS1 and 2, that I haven't had time to put into the stack yet. Then next down we've got original Xbox. Only really interested in exclusives for Xbox, to be honest. Next down we've got Xbox 360 and Wii. Again, I'm only really interested in exclusives, although I do have a couple that I picked up really cheap that aren't exclusive, which is the Blaze Blue special edition there. Brilliant game. And we've got the orange box there, but mainly they're just, you know, exclusives, and quite most of them are like limited editions and what have you. Wii, again, we've got just exclusives. I don't really play the Wii. I mean, Tatsunoko versus Capcom is a brilliant game, which I do play a bit, but I haven't really played much Wii. Down here is GameCube, and then on the end there's a few PC games there. Don't know if we've got anything particularly exciting in there. The usual. Down here is a very small collection of big box Amiga games. A couple of my favourite games of all time are actually in here. So we've got Monkey Island 2, big box there, and Syndicate, which are just unbelievably good. Really good games. So at the back of the cupboard here there's just a ton of stuff. Boxes, accessories. We've got DJ Hero controller there, which I think is PS3. We've got a white Wii, we've got a blue Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Wii. We've got Dreamcast keyboard. This box is full of Amiga discs. Then we've got PC big box games, so we've got Day of the Tentacle there, another one of my absolute favourite games. Monkey Island Double Pack, X-Wing, fantastic games they are, the X-Wing and TIE Fighter series. Then back here, I mean the lighting's going to be not as good here, but let's see what we've got. We have got, God, just a load of PS3 accessories. We've got a Tomb Raider figure there, just PS3 guns and stuff. We've got a Dreamcast fishing rod, Xbox 360 controllers. I think there's an Xbox and a PS3 console box back there. We've got a few random figures, like Street Fighter figures and that. We've got House of the Dead Overkill gun attachments for the Wii. We've got a rifle attachment for the, I think it's called the Sharpshooter, for the PS Move. GTA 5 poster there randomly. There's some Donkey Kong bongos back there. There's all sorts really. I mean, I forget what's in there. One thing I will dig out is something really cool. If I can get in there, I'll tell you what, I'll pause. Okay, yep, so that's these Fallout 3 Vault-Tec sneakers. I actually just got sent over from the US. They're pretty cool, I do like those. They've got the Vault-Tec logo and Vault 101 there. Awesome. And lastly, just here on the Right, we've got like a CD rack full of 3DS and DS games there, and we've got a few sealed PS2 at the top there. I think that's it for this room, so we're gonna head upstairs. Okay guys, now we've got the main event, so to speak, the game room. We're gonna head up to the 3rd floor. It's a mess, so apologies for that, but we just moved. My cat chilling up here. Okay, we'll start here just above the stairs. We've got a bunch of consoles. We've got the black standard edition Nintendo GameCube. We've got the Mario Kart Double Dash Platinum Pack edition, a PS1, the Mario Smash Football, what's it called, Pearl White GameCube, a PlayStation. At the back there, don't know how well you can see that, we've got a PS2 Slim, Sega Saturn, and right back there we've got a Commodore Amiga 500, probably my favourite game system of all time. We've got original Xbox, Sega Mega Drive, an Asian Sega Mega Drive, Nintendo NES, Nintendo 64, Sega Dreamcast, and the Ouya there. We'll just head into the room and sort of show you the main setup. Currently we've got LCD there, Sony 32-inch. There is a CRT in the cupboard, but there's just no space to have it out all the time. Right, what we got? We got the that's the Pearl White GameCube there, and a Wii. We've got a bunch of bits and bobs here, controllers. We've got a Rumble Pack box for the Nintendo 64, boxed Wavebird for the GameCube, great controller. Then we got 4 boxed Nintendo 64 controllers, green, yellow, blue and black. Coming up here we've got fantastic system, the Dreamcast. That's a must for any game room. I don't know if you can see back here, but we got it running VGA to the VGA box there, and then the VGA box into this HDMI converter. So that's what you're seeing on the screen. It's Stormwind, which is actually a 2013 release for Dreamcast. A fantastic shooter, looks unbelievable, especially through the VGA. Right, down here we've got a Sega Master System 2. That's the one with the built-in Alex Kidd. All the hookups there and the pad. And we got Super Nintendo, an NES, and we've got Nintendo 64. Everything's pretty much running through this AV box, and you know, these are great. You just switch between them, and it's just a much easier way to have everything hooked up at once. We've got a random sort of Sega sign there on the speaker. Over here we've got my custom bar top arcade cabinet. Absolutely love this. It's I don't know if you can see that there, it's like a custom Cadillacs and Dinosaurs marquee. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, absolutely my favourite arcade game of all time. If you haven't played it, I suggest you definitely check it out. Brilliant Capcom game, sort of in the same vein as Final Fight. Really good fun. That's Street Fighter, X-Men vs Street Fighter running there. It's got a jammer on it, like a multi-jammer, with 485 games on, so it's not MAME, but it's, you know, works along the same sort of lines. You've got a bunch of games on there and you just select what game you want to play. Really good fun. Down here we got a Yamaha amp, which obviously is essential. You need good sound in a game room. We got an Xbox 360 there, which is the JTAG mod. Got PS2 Slim there. Then we got a Sega Mega Drive, which is actually, you probably can't see, but it's got the 50-60 Hertz switch on the side, and it's got a region switch, so that will play absolutely any game, any region. in 50 or 60 hertz. Then we've got Sega Saturn there, another great system. Then we're coming along to the sort of main cabinet. If I stand back a bit and you can actually see it, bit of damp on the wall up there, so please ignore that. Just most of my sort of, I guess, more prized games or more retro games. So we'll have a look, starting at the top. So we've got a couple of the arcade power sticks, sort of arcade sticks from Mega Drive. We've got a Blackness of the GameCube, which you probably can't see in this light, but it's signed by Miyamoto. That's pretty cool. It's a shame that it's sort of black ink on a black background because you can't see the signature so well. We've got two Tatsunoko vs Capcom Wii arcade sticks, which I don't think have ever been used. They're sort of brand new in the box. Next down we've got just a bunch of like accessories and stuff. We've got Game Gear stuff here, so we've got the battery pack, we've got the Master System converter, TV tuner, like magnifier thing, that's the car charger. Then we've got a Quick Shot Maverick, which is like, I'll show you them, I've got some loose ones so you'll see the Maverick in a bit, but it's a really great controller, along with this Quick Shot Python. And the reason those controllers are so great is because you know, back in the day I used to have an Amiga 500 and I had my Mega Drive, and those controllers fit both, so it was just great to buy those and be able to use them on both systems, which obviously I still do. We've got, I think there's a bunch of these anyway. They're like, let me just pull one out. They're the official vibration packs for the Dreamcast. It's brand new and sealed. I think I've got about 4 of those on the go. That's a Sega Saturn AV cable there. We got a bunch of, I can't remember where I got these, a bunch of sealed NHL 96 for the Mega Drive control pad in box. This is the Action Replay CDX, which is basically like a boot disc for the Dreamcast, so I can play Japanese games. We have 4 brand new in box Dreamcast controllers, mouse. I think we've got 8 of these, or 6 brand new in box Dreamcast VMUs, the black ones. We've got a visual memory, like the official PAL one in box, which I think is used. We've got a SCART cable there, which is brand new and sealed because obviously I used the VGA. We've got a GTA 3 anniversary t-shirt. We've got these 3 PS2 pads, which are the Street Fighter 15th anniversary edition. They're really cool. I think I'm missing a couple. Let's move this stuff. We've got a Fable 3 signed by Peter Molyneux for the 360. Signed Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. We got Super Street Fighter 4 signed by Yoshinori Ono, and then these 3 GTA PS2 games are sealed. We've got a random Parappa the Rapper 7-inch there. Back there is the Sega like light gun thing, the Sega Phaser or whatever it's called. Okay, so going into the cabinet, top shelf, we've got some handheld games, Supervision, Quick Shot Supervision, which probably a lot of people have never heard of. We've got 2 Lynx games, no Lynx yet, still trying to find one for a good price. Never had one. We got 2 layers of boxed Game Gear games back there. A couple of random bits like some Nintendo playing cards and a GoldenEye watch thing, which is pretty cool. Love GoldenEye. Okay, we got a load of consoles. We've got GP2X Wiz, which is over here. It's like an emulator thing. It's really, really good. It's got thousands of games I put on it. You know, it's great when you're on the go, like playing, you know, Mega Drive or Super Nintendo games or whatever. We got boxed Game Gear back there, boxed original Game Boy, boxed Grape Game Boy Color. Then we got loose DS Lite black, a dirty white one, and I guess that's turquoise or aqua, I don't know. Then we got a boxed pink DS Lite, and just under that back there, I don't know if you can see, there's a boxed PSP 2000. That's the Quickshot Supervision I was talking about, sort of random console. Then we got blue, or I think it's called teal Game Boy Color. We've got the clear purple Game Boy Color, a pink Game Boy Color, yellow Game Boy Pocket. We've got black, blue and silver Game Boy Advance SPs there. Brilliant edition, this is the Famicom edition Game Boy Advance SP from Japan. Then we've got red 3DS boxed, black and red DSi's boxed, and then we've got the clear purple Game Boy Advance boxed. Next down is Nintendo 64 games. They're all in box protectors. You've got to put your box protectors on these old, you know, these old Nintendo games in the cardboard just to protect them. I won't bore you too much going through. We've got a couple of Zeldas there. We've got sealed GoldenEye there. Back there we've got a load of boxed Super Nintendo and original NES games. Actually, I will show you this as well, out of interest. It's there's a bunch of Japanese Nintendo 64 games here. Let's see what we got back here. We've got a memory expansion pack boxed. We have Nintendo 64 Passport boxed, which allows you to play these Japanese games, and you know, an essential purchase for anyone who's got a Nintendo 64 and the ability to play imports is Sin and Punishment, which was Japanese only release. Fantastic game, definitely recommend you pick that up. Here we've got a bunch of Game Boy Advance games. We've got Final Fight 1 there, Spider-Man, nothing too exciting there I don't think. Just check what's behind here. Oh, there's a bunch of Sega Master System games behind there. And then a couple of layers of Master System games here. Right, next level down we have Sega Mega Drive. I think we're just one or two short of 100 Mega Drive games. Love the Mega Drive, one of my favourite systems, definitely. Fond memories. We've got 3 Mega CD games there. We have a bunch of Japanese Saturn games here. See some highlights. We've got Marvel Superheroes vs Street Fighter, really great game. We've got the Panzer Dragoon Saga Japanese, because I don't fancy shelling out 100 and something quid for the PAL version. Samurai Showdown 3, we've got the Street Fighter 0, 1 and 2, which is Alpha in the West. We've got Vampire Hunter, which is Darkstalkers in the West. Really great for 2D beat 'em ups, the Saturn, really great. Next down we've got PAL Saturn games, 2 layers there. We've got a bunch of PAL Saturn games. 2 of the sets here, which is Japanese editions of King of Fighters 95 and X-Men vs Street Fighter, and they're the ones that come with the expansion pack boxed in, the 4 meg expansion pack. But I do have this memory card plus, which basically it does the memory expansion, but it also lets you play imports, so that's really useful to have. Next is, you know, some of the pride in my collection definitely is Dreamcast. We've got a bunch of PAL Dreamcast stuff. We've got the Sonic Adventure 2 10th anniversary, like 10th birthday pack they call it. The game's still sealed in there. We've got Street Fighter 3 there, Space Channel 5 Res, one of my favourite Dreamcast games, Zero Gunner 2. Fantastic shooter if you can get hold of it. We've got Power Stone 1 and 2 there. Great fighters, Marvel vs Capcom 2. We've got a random 2 NTSCU, as in US games. Here we've got like, in fact, I think there's another copy of Stonewind here, which is the one I play. Like I said earlier, 2013 release from Red Spot Games, fantastic game, and I have another copy here sealed. Another relatively recent release is Rush Rally Racing. That's Red Spot Games too. It's kind of like Micro Machines, like pretty fun multiplayer. We have Wind and Water Puzzle Battles, which I haven't opened yet to play, just haven't really got around to it, I guess. And finally we have Ducks version 1.5, which is also sealed. I haven't got around to playing that. Definitely worth investing in these people who are still making Dreamcast games today. It's just fantastic. This row here is all sealed PAL Dreamcast games. Okay, next down we got the drawers. So we have we got what we got there. Nintendo 64 extension cable, Dreamcast gun, box for the VGA box. We have a boxed PlayStation multi-tap, a couple of LCD games there, PS2 multi-tap. We have a bunch of Dreamcast discs and, like, you know, ARC emulators and stuff. We've got a classic Wii controller boxed, a bunch of manuals here for, like, I think Game Boy and all sorts in there actually. We got a random 1 3DO game, Battle Sport, boxed PS1 controller, and then we've got like a tub of you know, the rumble packs and memory cards and stuff for all sorts of systems. Next drawer down we have my pitiful collection of NES games. Really hard to find in the wild these days, in the UK anyway. Then we have Super Nintendo cartridges, Nintendo 64 cartridges. Here we've got a bunch of PAL and Japanese Mega Drive cartridges. We have the Honeybee, which allows you to play imports, which obviously I don't use at the moment because I've got the region switch on the Mega Drive. We've got Game Boy Advance games and a bunch of Game Boy games, Game Boy Color games there. We've got a bunch of Game Gear cartridges there. Okay, and lastly we have we've got a PS3 fighting stick Hori box there. A few little bits in here. That's actually a SD card reader for the Dreamcast. It goes into the network port, which I haven't got around to actually trying out, but really excited to try that. A few bits and bobs in there. We've got a bunch of wires and sort of plugs in there, nothing too exciting. We've got a random Mega Drive arcade stick back there, unofficial, load of like cases and random whatnot. In here we've got a Wii Pro Classic controller, a 3D Sega Saturn pad, and then we've got like multi-tap boxed, remote boxed, and a couple of boxes for PS2 controllers there. Next down we've got like Nintendo, so there's a bunch of Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, original Nintendo, GameCube controllers, all sorts in there. Next one is, there's a random couple of NES controllers in there. That looks like Xbox Xbox 360 and PlayStation controllers. And then at the bottom we've got like I was saying earlier, we've got the Quick Shop Pythons, really great joysticks, and the little arcade stick, which is the Maverick, really great. They work on the Mega Drive and the Amiga, like I said earlier. In the corner actually here, excuse all this other stuff, we've got a Mega Drive 2 and Mega CD 2, and then we got like a bunch of spares. We've got controllers here, spare Nintendo 64, a random Grand Theft Auto 5 sort of promotional sign and stuff, and a load of other stuff. So I think, oh actually, over here we got like a shop sign, Nintendo Game Boy shop sign. That's pretty cool. I've got to find somewhere to put that. And down here we've got a light up Nintendo sign that lights up like red neon. We've got to find somewhere to put that too. So I guess that's it for the game room, guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers.